UFO, 만화책, 영화, 스트리밍 서비스, 물론 유령, 비디오 게임 등에 대해 이야기하는 Nerds Talking Podcast에 오신 것을 환영합니다. 매주 금요일 모든 플랫폼에서 새로운 에피소드를 찾아보세요.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Yo, we talk about lightsabers, stunning your TV screens, what you want to stream, everything beyond your dreams. Want to talk about movies, sports, or even politics? Go ahead and tune into us. We'll give you all of it. Whatever you're debating, Xbox or PlayStation, Marvel or DC, Mac or PC. Teraflops when the movie drops, gigabytes, chips, RAM, no matter what it is, we got all of it. Welcome to the show.
Nerds Talking, the podcast.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm with Johnny, Carlos, and I'm Lafayette. It's just us three for the time being. You don't know if someone might just pop up. So we'll see. But for now, just the three of us as we embark on the news of the day. DC films. Again, they can't stop coming into our homes with their news and our Twitter feeds and everything else. As James Gunn has taken over, he has announced that he is writing a new Superman movie and he is pushing Henry Cavill out. He is no longer Superman. This will be an all-new Superman movie. And he's also going to get rid of just about every actor that's been part of all the DC movies except for Margot Robbie. That is the word. He's only really going to hold on to the Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
And of course, actors he's worked with in the Suicide Squad. But outside of that, James Gunn has basically dumped everybody that's part of the DCU. And the rumor is movies like Shazam, Aquaman, even The Flash will be the last of that batch of movies. And only Blue Beetle will be part of the new batch of movies.
I don't know why he doesn't keep Shazam. I mean, he hasn't been introduced with any of the DEC characters. They've been mentioned, but they haven't been in the film.
Superman was.
You don't see his face.
But that's Superman.
You don't see his face.
Didn't it take some convincing to get Henry Cavill back too?
Nope, just took The Rock, forcing it on Warner Brothers, and they agreeing to it.
Oh,
And,
I thought he didn't want to do it anymore or something like that.
oh no, he's been waiting to do it, and then when he brought him back, The Rock basically forced Warner Brothers' hand, and they said, "Okay, sure," because The Rock said, "I have all these plans. I'm gonna turn the DC universe around with just one movie. You're gonna watch." And nobody watched. and then he already got axed himself too. Oh, sorry, Rock, you're out of here too. But the word is also that James Gunn told Henry Cavill other projects for you, not Superman. So we'll see.
Oh, I saw something about that. Who is he gonna be? Like,
I don't know. I don't know who he would be, to be honest. But that's what they basically told him. So
yeah, he's wrecking shop, man.
He's just wants a clean reboot. He wants everybody to be his own actors that he casts and his own, storyline and so forth. He wants a complete, flush down the toilet, get a new poop in the toilet,
What?
Yep. Okay. So new turd in the punch bowl. So
Johnny's face.
Oh, Marie's here, everyone.
Oh, hi,
Marie's
Marie.
here. I think she's wearing a U.S. soccer jersey there. And Marie, did you watch the World Cup? You're a big soccer person.
No.
So you play soccer. Do you still play soccer?
No, not really.
Oh, well, that's Marie, everyone. Thanks for coming. All right.
I watched the movie. Things are changing all around.
What movie did you watch?
I watched 8-Bit Christmas.
Oh, there we go.
I watched the movie and it was a Christmas movie.
Okay, we'll be reviewing 8-Bit Christmas a little later in the show. So there you go. My next question for everyone is, has anyone here ever been Christmas caroling? Carlos?
No.
Johnny, no. Marie?
I think when I was in kindergarten.
You went like around neighborhoods and sang? Or was
Marie,
it just at
I don't think
school?
you remember what you had for breakfast this morning. Like, how do you remember that you went caroling in kindergarten?
I used to remember stuff very well up until I started taking mental health medication. I don't remember anything. Now I don't remember shit.
I don't know if anybody recalls that, but yeah, Marie popping the pills and living the life. Wow, very good.
Well, now that you mentioned it, yeah, I mean, I think we went caroling in kindergarten as well, like from classroom to classroom.
No, we actually did it in my neighborhood. But my neighborhood was like
dangerous.
My neighborhood was across the street from the school. So
okay. So you gathered at the school, then went house to house and
no, actually I don't. Okay, so I know my parents were there, I think, because we had a 4th R. I don't know if everyone knows what a 4th R is. It's like
4th R?
Yeah, it's like the school's daycare center, but it's
got it.
I think it's paid for by the school district, and so we lived catty corner from the 4th R. And there was like a few people from the 4th R, and then a few people who lived in that particular neighborhood from the 4th R as well.
Got it.
I just remember going across the street, and that's it. I don't remember.
I like it. So you don't even remember.
You basically just walked across the street.
I remember that one part.
Well, here's the thing.
With
that
you.
one part.
That could have been any day of the week. You just remember crossing the street.
We weren't singing for nothing.
Okay, well,
and there was a bunch of us.
Yeah, so I don't.
I lived in a pretty fancy pants neighborhood.
It was fancy pants. That's right. What are fancy pants? Anybody want to chime in on that? What would qualify as fancy pants?
Well, Elvis had fancy pants. Those gold
Elvis did have fancy pants, rhinestones.
Well, Michael Jackson had gold ones too.
Michael Jackson had very fancy pants. Yeah.
Rick James, bitch.
Oh, Rick James, Elton John. You guys are going for all the classics.
Liberace, basically. He lived in fancy pants.
He lived in fancy pants. Yeah.
Fancy pants sweats.
I'd probably say Ricky Martin maybe at one time had fancy pants.
Yeah, leather pants or fancy pants, and yeah,
those are fancy pants.
Okay, then what constitutes fancy pants?
That's what we're going over right now.
You look at someone's pants and go, damn, those fancy as fuck.
Some fancy pants.
Yeah, those are fancy pants. Not just jeans and sweats. Your pants got to be fancy.
Like crushed velvet, bell bottom.
They got to have some flamboyant design. You're like, wow, I would never wear that.
A pair of pants that I bought from Target, and they have sequins all over them. They don't have sequins that much all over them anymore because they fall off.
Oh, you fancied them out, did you? All right.
You're all fancied out.
All right.
I'm pretty sure when you started the sentence, I got these pants from Target.
That's what I thought too.
Then those aren't fancy pants.
They're not fancy pants.
They have sequins all over them, and I got them in the kids department for like $5.
I mean, fancy pants.
You say from the kids department
for $5. Fancy
those
pants
are super fancy.
They still have
sequins all over them.
They still have to cost some, a little bit of cash though too. I mean, because you just bought costume pants.
Sounds like you stole them from some little kid out of dance class.
Those are fancy pants.
They were on clearance.
Oh yeah, still sad stuff.
Like, I could be fancy and cheap at the same time, you know.
You should be proud that you were able to fit them.
Thrift shopping. I don't fit them anymore.
Kids pants? No, but at the time you did, right? Kids pants.
Well, I'm short.
So more like a
lengthwise, so little fat kid pants.
People don't know Marie's only 3 feet tall. An actual midget on the show. All right, well there you go. Fancy pants and all. Fancy pants and all. Fantastic. And since Christmas is coming up, we've already talked about gifts. So we talked about traditions. Did we talk about your favorite Christmas food? Any themed type of food?
I think we did last year, didn't we?
Last year. Yes, very well, Marie. Very well. Last year, we did talk about a lot of things.
So if you're listening, go ahead and scroll back 51 weeks. And,
forget this episode. We've covered Christmas already. Go back to last year. No, but is there any Christmas foods that you guys actually like? It could be like, candy. It could be Christmas desserts. Could be what are Christmas foods that you may like? Is it something you only eat at Christmas by any chance, or something you can't wait that comes out at Christmas, like your favorite Starbucks coffee or some bullshit?
That stupid pumpkin spice latte garbage.
Something to that effect. Yeah. So there's something like that you like at Christmas. Anyone? Johnny?
Well, I feel like there are certain holidays that have certain things, right? Thanksgiving's gonna have the turkey. Easter's gonna have the ham. I feel like Christmas is gonna be prime rib for the most part. And
really, I think most people just repeat Thanksgiving again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
It's lazy, but that's what
I mean, I feel like they go a little more extravagant on the
more
meal.
Fancy.
Yeah, fancy pants. They got the fancy
food.
pants.
Fancy pants ham or
and
prime rib.
Fancy meal.
Yeah, I mean, you're probably right. I mean, if you go out on Christmas, you're right. It's prime rib is the main thing that you'll get at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Don't a lot of people it's a Christmas tradition to some people to go to the movies?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Used to be, but movies don't come out anymore.
Oh, what do you mean? This Christmas is a movie coming out? What are we talking about?
I don't want to hear about it. Puss in Boots or Avatar?
Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots.
Today, though, everyone, go watch Avatar 2, The Way of the Water. It's got really good reviews, but it's also 3 hours long.
3 hours.
We are not going to.
No, thank you.
I'm not going to be here for.
You're not going to what?
I won't be here for that review.
You won't be. Oh, well, you can be here for it. You just don't have to watch it. Why you don't like Avatar? What's your problem?
I didn't really like the first one, and I'm not going to sit through a 3-hour movie.
What kind of movie would you sit through for 3 hours though?
Porno.
Okay, that's that's 5 minutes, and I'm
that's
5 minutes.
5 minutes, yeah,
I'm
5 minutes.
Yeah, that's done.
Yeah, and then a 2.5 hour nap.
Carlos is in it to win it.
Yeah, I tried. And I watched for the end credit scene.
Director.
Wouldn't that be great if there were bonus credits at the end of
commentary?
It is just like behind the scenes, just sitting around, just drinking in robes. Like, So what movie would you watch for 3 hours? If they made a movie, you're like, oh, I got to see this. It's 3 hours though, but I'll still watch it. What would it be? No,
I don't know.
I don't know. We'll come back to you, Johnny. Well, Johnny, for us, it's too easy. We can pick genres and we'll watch shit. But Johnny, what would you watch? A 3 hour movie? One genre you have to pick.
One genre. One movie. If they did a New Edition movie, then I would sit for 3 hours for that.
Oh my god!
Like a movie about New Edition.
Did you not watch the New Edition show?
Of course, I saw this show.
It was amazing. Why would you?
It was good because
it was fantastic.
Because I want more.
It was perfectly casted too.
Yeah. Speaking of which, they're going out on tour next year, and the tickets just went on sale. And I spent a little bit more than I've ever spent.
Now, is it all of them?
Yes.
So Johnny, Bobby, all of them?
Yeah.
Okay. Only because the whole Johnny Gill, Bobby Brown thing. Yeah. I mean, they go on tour together all the time anyway, but since one replaced the other, so that's the only reason I ask.
Oh, that.
Oh,
go ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, is anyone going to see the Whitney movie?
Ooh, I got invited to see
that
like 3 weeks ago to watch that, and the show was we were doing a show, so I didn't.
Well, you know how it ends, so it's like
you know how it ends. Like when Bobby Brown gets her on crack, and then
I wasn't. I'll be honest, I'm not that interested. Yeah, I'm just not that interested in it.
He definitely didn't win any gold medals for swimming. That's for sure.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's too soon, man. That's too soon.
I don't know, like the movie Ali. What was about Muhammad Ali? Just one fight, and then what led up to the fight. Really,
Which fight was it?
If
against
the jungle.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
If they did something like that with the Whitney Houston movie, because if they bring it down to the very end, and like how she goes,
you probably won't.
Sad as fuck.
Oh, they're not gonna do that. I
bet
don't
want her to look like shit on film. They'll just do a little fade to black, and
I bet you it primarily takes place in the 80s and 90s.
It'd be funny if at the end of Face to Black, a shitty picture of Bobby on the screen. This motherfucker did it. The arrows pointing at him.
I mean, he didn't do anything. Come on, good old Bobby.
They were already over.
Yeah,
but he lit that fuse. He lit that.
Oh yeah,
crack fuse.
I mean, the movie that I thought was pretty good was the Ray Charles movie because I didn't know much about Ray Charles, so it was good.
I agree.
Yeah, I didn't see that coming.
You knew a lot about. I get the joke. It's just so lame. Like the Elvis movie, I knew the whole story. Elton John too. Well, Elton John was a pretty good movie, but it wasn't directed like straightforward. It was all over.
That was a narcissist move, is what that was. That was a power move.
That's a good.
I'm
movie.
Still alive. Do a movie about me.
I don't. Is that how it goes?
What do you mean? Yeah, you have to be
I
dead.
I feel like he's first of all, that's why he's not dead. But like I'm saying, Hollywood will make a movie about anything. They just made a movie about Harvey Weinstein's victims, and they made that like the Dahmer, like whatever. They make a movie about anything. So. They make a movie about anything.
No, but the thing is, Carlos is basically saying it's a narcissist movie because he's not dead. Because we don't want Elton John to watch his own damn movie. Why isn't he dead?
I think Ray Charles is dead, but he actually consulted on the film. Like he
I was gonna say
Jamie Foxx and all that.
He wasn't at the time, but he might be now.
Yeah, no, good one. Yeah. Hey, breaking news.
Is Harvey Weinstein dead?
No.
But they made a movie about him.
No, but it's not. But it's not about him. It's about the victims. It's different. Yeah.
It's a little weird.
Yeah.
They're even making a movie about it, but they made one about it. Anyway.
So the 3-hour movie. Carlos, your turn. What would you watch?
Not Avatar.
Oh man, James Cameron. When he hears
I've seen 3-hour movies. How long is Titanic?
I was gonna say Titanic. Another James Cameron.
It's 3 hours.
Yeah, so I've seen that. I've seen Endgame. Endgame's almost 3 hours, right? So is Infinity War.
Endgame was worth it. Infinity War
for sure.
was worth it for me.
Yeah. But Avatar, I'm not really that invested in the characters to want to spend 3 hours watching that shit. It looks like the same movie as part one. The only difference is instead of humans versus these blue people is humans and blue people versus the blue people, or green people versus the blue people. Whatever.
What do you mean blue people?
Yeah, what do you mean by that? Titanic was 3 hours and 14 minutes.
There you go. I've seen that.
And the Snyder Cut, 5 hours long.
No, that's different. I watched that at home and I took a break in between.
Oh yeah.
I saw it twice though.
I mean, when Scarface came out, it had a in theaters. There was a break in between. It was so long.
I remember that. I don't remember which movies, but I remember like there being a break. Movie
certain
theater.
movies. I think Godfather had a break too. You got 10 minutes to get up, walk around, and come back.
Which Godfather?
One.
Oh.
Yes. Godfather 1. Yes. So anyway, Avatar: Way of the Water is out today. I think out of us four, I will be watching it. Yes. I'm going to return back to I forget what it's called. What's that planet called? Or
I know the only thing I remember is the metal was unobtainium.
What is it called?
Unobtainium.
Unobtainium.
They can't obtain it. Like I was like, all right, somebody got lazy right here.
I mean,
they didn't have a budget. Right.
Listen, the first movie, the best part about the first movie was just the scenery in the world. Like all CGI looks phenomenal. Now it looks even better. Like I get more of this. Oh yeah, bring it to me. So I'm gonna watch some Avatar. And Marie, you have a thought, or you paused, or your brain froze?
I have a thought about CGI.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I heard that they're gonna make a Gremlins 3, and I was thinking that it would be really dumb if they did a CGI version of Mowgli. No, that's the Jungle Book. What's the Gremlin's name?
Mugwai.
No, Gizmo.
Yeah, Gizmo. I think it would be really dumb if they did a CGI version of that because he was really cute and fluffy. And yes, that was like the 90s and they had puppets or whatever. But
instead of practical effects,
yeah.
No, but with that
I thought you were going to say they should really go get a Mogwai.
A real Mogwai.
The thing is,
they should really just train a Mogwai.
Yeah, you don't need CGI for those movies though because there will be no point.
Why?
Because he's not mobile. He's not moving around. He's not doing crazy shit.
But he would be, and they would make him do stupid, crazy shit if he was CGI.
Nah.
Yes, look what they did with stupid Yoda.
No, but that's different.
Fight. He was bouncing off walls.
You can't do that with a puppet. That's what I'm saying.
So stupid.
Yeah, but they should just keep it to the limits of physical reality. And
Did you not? I mean, the guy. How tall is Gizmo? Like 10 inches tall. No,
man.
Remember, he fit in the Barbie car. He can only be like 10 inches tall. Remember, and he did the whole Rambo thing, which is the best part of the movie, hands down. The best part of it was the Rambo.
Yeah.
Remember when he puts the headband on? That's the best part.
Very realistic.
I love freaking.
I never quite understood like the whole like
the midnight thing.
Midnight, yeah,
it doesn't make any sense.
Because every time
you
feed, it's after midnight.
Time zones, right?
There's no logic. Exactly.
Every time.
Who needs logic?
Time doesn't exist in that ideology.
Even if you feed them at 2 p.m,
it's after midnight. Exactly. You can feed them at 7 p.m.
That's right.
Yeah, between 12 and 1 in the morning or something, right? No, don't feed them after midnight.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
And you can't get them wet either. Remember? And then otherwise, that's how you make more.
You can't get them wet. You can't wash them.
They didn't have dry shampoo back then.
another problem. I mean, it'd make more sense if it was you can't feed them.
The only people that know what dry shampoo
like you can't feed them
girls.
like after an hour of waking up or something like that. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. He comes with dry cleaning directions. Yeah. But it's a great movie. But I've heard they want to make a new Gremlins for a long time.
But they're making a Netflix series.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah.
Oh, it's even better, to be honest.
Not Wicked. I keep thinking fucking Ewok.
Okay.
Ewok.
Netflix will put money into it.
3-hour movies. Why don't I always thought this? If it's gonna be 3 hours long, why don't they just make like a TV series out of it?
Because I don't need a whole TV series.
Well, I don't need a 3-hour movie either.
I think a 3-hour movie is more comfortable to watch at home. You sit on your couch.
I feel like a TV show would be easier because you can
right?
do it in 1 hour increments or half an hour increments.
Well, I mean, you got to make your money though, right?
Yeah, you gotta,
and then you gotta fit your content in. I mean, if it's a complex story like a Star Wars or Avatar, then if you squeeze it into 90 minutes, you'd just be missing a lot of stuff.
They've had Star Wars like cartoons and stuff.
Yeah, I get that, but like
and
Lord
video
of the Rings,
games and everything.
Lord of the Rings, for example, like it was a long ass movie.
Yeah,
it was a long ass book.
And then they came out with the like extended edition, which is like 4 hours,
8 days long or something like that.
Oh, it's ridiculous, but it covered like way more content and details and stuff. So,
but what if they did movies like in the olden days, where you come in, like say Avatar was released, and you come in, you watch the first hour, and you got to come back next week to watch the second hour. Come back the next week to watch the third hour.
Hold on, what olden days are these? Like the Bible?
Olden days. Olden days. What you said?
I've never even heard
Buster
of this.
Keaton,
like they time
Charlie Chaplin.
Yeah, they used to do
time with the
series.
timer.
Movies would be in a
60
series,
minutes up.
yeah.
Click. Sorry, sir. Come back later. No, like I
Well,
never heard
you
of
weren't
that.
alive then, dumbass.
That's what I was asking. We say olden days. Give me a time frame.
I don't know, like in the 30s and 40s.
So when they had no sound.
They had no sound in the 30s and 40s. Wow.
No, they had sound.
Are you sure they had sound in their movies?
You know, when the Flintstones.
The Wizard of Oz came out in 1919.
1830s.
1830s, yeah.
1830s. When they discovered fire, they found sound.
Yep, and Jesus. All right, we'll take a break here on Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hi there, this is Tom from the DPA. You're probably wondering what the DPA does. Well, when someone sends you a picture of someone's genitals, such as a man's, we analyze it. We can tell you exactly where it's from, what race, the height of said man, and the accuracy of the picture if it's from that individual. That's right, dick pic analysis. The DPA's been around for many years. We've tested the program over and over, even on our own dicks, and we guarantee that it works 8% of the time. That's right, the only DPA program that actually works 8% of the time. You might send us a dick, we look at the pic, and we think, meh, could be. There's no real computers. It's just 3 guys in a room staring at dicks. We've had many years of experience, and we promise you that we'll get you an answer to what you want to know. Do you want to know if that person can cook? Do you want to know their occupation? Do you want to know how tall they are? If they're fat, skinny, and if they use OnlyFans? We'll know by just their picture, and we'll guarantee 8% accuracy. That's right, the DPA, Dick Pic Analysis. Go to our website at dickpicanalysis.com, upload your information and a picture, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. That's DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Don't be scared, go ahead and share. The DPA is not responsible for lost photos that you may have sent us, and we accidentally forward them to our friends. We do share information. None of this stuff is secret. It all goes public. 8% accuracy is a little high, but we can at least tell you the color of the dick that you sent us. We'll even measure it to our own dicks. Usually they're bigger. Not our dicks, but the pictures. Dick pic analysis. Not a real thing. Nerds Talking the Podcast. Back to the show.
Welcome back to Nerds Talking the Podcast. I'm here with Marie, Carlos, Johnny, and I'm Lafayette. Thanks for joining us. Remember to rate, subscribe, review, download, turn on notifications, tell your friends every Friday. New episodes of Nerds Talking the Podcast. Well, let's get to it.
Quick note.
Yep.
The Wizard of Oz was not colorized. The original film was shot in both sepia tone and black and white and Technicolor. It wasn't colorized.
But did it come out in black and white? Were people able to see it in black and white?
Yeah, that's how it came out originally.
Color.
It came out in black and white originally.
I don't know.
Yes.
They weren't dreaming in color until color TV came out.
I didn't make that
You guys
up.
missed it. During the break, Marie told us that people only dreamed in black and white until color TVs came out.
Google it.
So somebody Googled that. You're never going to find it on the internet.
There's no way you can verify that.
That is the
you have to
wildest.
ask everybody before the.
That is the wildest claim ever.
Think like you could only see in black and white until color TV came out.
Exactly. You're basically telling us everybody was colorblind until they made color TVs. But how do they know what color was? Where did you learn this fact? Did you buy a Trivia Pursuit, but add Goodwill? It was a bad Trivia Pursuit
off
game.
Of Wish.
I'm gonna Google it. I'm gonna Google it.
Wish.com Trivia Pursuit.
There's no way to verify that because you have to ask everybody that was alive
what if you
before.
had a big, significant enough of a pool to like?
Wait a second. No, don't give us your claim. You go. Please.
No, I'm saying I'm saying is if there's a significant and like a big enough pool that is representative of the entire population that you can actually apply this theory.
Theory. I think
here's what I found.
Here's what I found.
Here we go. 12% of people dream entirely in black and white.
Still?
Go back half a century and television's impact on closed eye experiences becomes even clearer. In 1940s, studies show that 3/4 of Americans, including college students, reported rarely or never seeing any color in their dreams. So you might be onto something there, Marie.
There's no way I'm gonna ever believe that.
Yeah, I won't believe it.
I mean, okay, what if you not every person in the entire world, dreams are weird, right? So I don't know. Dreams are just.
You know what?
Weird.
That's a great thing.
Was that your question or your statement?
No, it wasn't a question.
That was the closing statement.
No, you started with what
the
if
defense rests,
and then dreams are weird. I'm like,
I mean, think about that closing statement.
The
greatest ever.
I didn't make this up. I didn't make it up. I just said it.
Listen, he may have married these people. Okay, these people might be dead, but I finished watching Friends last night on DVD. So we're good.
In color.
It was a
valid statement.
Before that came up, no one had friends. So
no one had friends. So he couldn't have killed his friends. But I would have killed Chandler if I had it. No, Ross if I had a chance. Anyway, let's get to it. Our movie review is a Christmas movie, sticking with the theme in December. Actually came out last Christmas, but we did not review it. So we're jumping into HBO's 8-Bit Christmas. And it is a very nostalgic movie taking place in the 80s about a child that wants himself a Nintendo Entertainment System. And how is he going to obtain it? I don't know how old the kid's supposed to be. Maybe like 10? I'd probably say he's supposed to be 10. Because he is in elementary school.
Yeah, that's pretty probably
They say
safe.
he's in 6th grade, right? Because they're like that big bully kid. We don't know how he's still in the 6th grade.
Oh, that's true. So he's 6. How old is everyone in 6th grade? Probably 11?
12.
12? Yeah, no, that makes sense. 12 because you're in
10
first
or
grade at
11.
6. So yeah, 12. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll start with Johnny. Johnny, 8-Bit Christmas on HBO. What did you think of it? And then tell us where it ranks in your Christmas pantheon of movies.
Loved it. It was very nostalgic for me. Everything about the movie, the little details. Like I remember growing up that moms were at the Florin Mall like protesting video games and shit like that. Just a group of like 6 or 7 of them, but it like made the news and I was like, man, if my mom spoke better English, she'd probably be in that group too. Just as an excuse not to buy me a Nintendo. In my neighborhood, there was a kid who had all the games and shit. So,
you remember his name?
Chris Thompson.
That's right, Chris Thompson.
Yeah, he still lives in that neighborhood too.
No, not in the same house.
100%
on the corner at the beginning of the neighborhood.
Lives with his mama.
Wow. Well, I mean, ultimate nerd. But go ahead, keep going.
Yeah, just the whole like the buzz around the Nintendo, everyone wanting it so bad. I think I told you guys about the time where my mom bought me a Nintendo game.
Yeah.
Yes, she bought the games, but no system.
She bought the game, but no system. And then she's like, oh, well, I'm going to return this and get my money back. And I never got a Nintendo from her. I had to work. I think I got money from my paper route or some shit like that and got a Nintendo eventually. But man, it took a long damn time. I think the Super Nintendo was already out when I got the NES. Yeah, but I loved it. I loved the friendship going on with the kids. I don't know. There wasn't much to complain about with the movie. Overall, it's in my top 10 of Christmas movies, and I would probably give it a 4.5.
There you go. Okay. And as for Carlos, do you recall 8-Bit Christmas? Because I see that you wrote me that you didn't see it again because you've already seen it. So do you recall 8-Bit Christmas?
Yeah, good movie.
All right.
Cool. All right, Marie.
All right, Marie, you're up. 8-Bit Christmas, Marie. What is your take on 8-Bit Christmas?
It was okay.
So you didn't see it.
Thank you.
You didn't see it either.
No, I did see it. I did see
Okay.
it.
So what did you like about it, didn't like about it, and what's your score out of 5?
It was okay. I don't really have anything bad to say about it, but I did like that it, even though it was a Christmas movie, it wasn't overly filled with traditions and like lovey-dovey Christmas goo. But I do see how it was
Christmas
very much
goo.
It's following the
Sounds like
the
porno.
I know what you mean though. Like it's just
Christmas
about
pornos.
It's about the kid just wanting what he wants. It's not like he's not even embracing Christmas either. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Neil Patrick Harris was the kid, right?
You went silent, Marie. You went silent.
Mhm.
Was Neil Patrick Harris the kid?
He was. Neil Patrick Harris narrates the movie. Yeah.
Right, because he tells his kids about his Christmas. What the hell?
Yeah, Marie went
Your
silent.
boobs swallowed your microphone, and now
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
Nope, I
still
think
can't hear
yep,
you.
I think Marie's
your boobs
unplugged. I think her mic
your
is
cord.
unplugged.
Yep.
Something to
wait.
that effect.
Oh my
And
god! There you go.
Did
Yeah.
your nipple hit the button? Is that what happened?
Inside note, if you guys don't know, Marie keeps her microphone tucked between
I do it
and-
for them. I do it for our
who?
audience. For
It's
the
not
audience.
a visual thing. They
No, I
don't know
know.
that.
I do it so
People
that they
couldn't
can hear
see
me better.
until then. People couldn't see
Oh.
until
So
the
they can
video.
hear me better, so I don't have to hold it.
Wait a second. So there's a joke in there. But anyway, Marie, finish your take on 8-Bit Christmas.
It's very systematic about. It's like the way that the movie is set up, and like it's nostalgia and the narration and stuff. It's like a modern day Christmas story movie. It's like
Sort of, kind of. Yeah. I can see what you're saying. Yeah, because didn't Ralphie want something like a BB gun?
BB
Yeah.
gun.
Pellet gun.
Yeah. So no, for sure.
And then he's like explaining it through the whole entire movie. He's like nostalgic about how things used to be when he was a kid, and this is how Christmas was. And it even like the snowball fight, or like the King of the Hill or whatever.
King of the Mountain. Yep. Mhm.
Yeah, all that, and those kids like in the snow in their jackets and beanies. It was very reminiscent of A Christmas Story. But I mean, obviously, there's different things. They didn't have a bully.
Garbage.
But I did like at the very end that he didn't get. I don't like that he didn't get his Nintendo, but he got the treehouse, and that was like even better than the Nintendo.
Oh my god,
right?
10 times better. Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your score out of 5?
I get the 3 and 4. And, okay.
3 and 4.
7.
Seven.
I give it a 3
4
and 4 and a Chick-fil-A
Can I
sandwich.
put a
Are we
5?
good? Like what? A 3 and a 4. You're gonna let them kind of fight it out for a while. You come back to a score. You're 3 and 4. You let me know what happens.
Mhm.
So 3.5. Okay, gotcha. Carlos, what's your score?
As I remember, 4.5.
Wow. I start with the score first. I'll give it a 3. Second viewing of it, just didn't care for it. Just I don't know. Marie was right. It's very formulaic. It's
There you go.
I thought the kid actors were horrible, just absolutely horrible. The main kid's good, but everybody else is just atrocious. And the story was like, whatever. Like the ending was the best part. Doesn't get the Nintendo, but kind of learns a lesson in a sense.
I liked also that he worked for. He didn't know that he was working for the treehouse, but he's like, "Oh, I have to chop wood."
Oh, he was the
That's what
worst kid.
He
Though.
was.
He was.
But
the
he
worst
was
kid.
making his own treehouse, and that was like a kind of like sick ass treehouse. It wasn't just like a little box. It had like it looked like
it was a house.
rooms.
Like that would
Yeah.
cost like at least $700,000 in LA.
Yeah, you
Like,
could live
yeah.
in that.
That thing had like 2 bedrooms in the living room. Yeah. No, but yeah, I don't know. It was second viewing didn't have me like, this is gonna make my Christmas list. It's okay. It's okie dokies. It's okie dokies, as the kids say. It's okie dokies. Marie, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think my parents bought me a Cabbage Patch when I was a kid, and it was like really hard to get, and I was scared of it.
Why?
I was scared of everything.
Oh, you just scared of everything as a child.
I was scared of everything. I'm still scared. But yeah, can you imagine like going so far out of your way to like fight a crowd to get something for someone, and then just like, don't look at me. Oh.
Is there someone in that room behind you? I swear I just saw somebody in that room behind you. No, the open door. What is that? I swear I just saw someone in there.
Stop.
Yeah.
It looked like a Cabbage Patch Kid.
It did look like a Cabbage Patch. So, yeah. Now there you go. Was anybody get anything like they really wanted for Christmas and you actually got it as a child? Is there anything like you were like, oh man, I hope I get this, and you actually got it? Was there something that?
Oh yeah, for sure.
What'd you get, Johnny?
Steve Caballero skateboard.
Steve Caballero. Very good. Yeah. Which one? Do you remember? Oh, his graphics never really changed.
No. I mean, they did over time.
But you had the big orange dragon one.
Yeah.
The blue one. Okay.
Yeah.
Good old Steve Cab. But then it had everything on it too already set, or just the board?
Pretty sure it was all set.
Okay. Nice. The rails.
But
trucks,
but you know, like I knew I was getting it. We had gone to the store, but like no purchases were made. So I had a feeling I was getting it, but like in the meantime, like the board was just like falling apart. Like it was very unsafe. Like I can't believe I made it to Christmas because I should.
Your board
should have been dead. Oh yeah.
Well, I remember the handstand you tried one time.
Bleeding from his nose for days.
Yeah.
Carlos, was something you wanted for Christmas real bad, and you got it, and you're like, I can't believe I got this.
I think it was a baseball bat, if I remember correctly.
Oh, let me guess, the black one.
Yeah,
your black.
Yes.
What was the brand again? Mizuno, right?
Probably.
Yeah.
No, it was Easton.
Oh yes, a nice black Easton baseball bat
Yeah.
that was used to death. Yes.
Yep.
Marie, how about yourself? Was there something you wanted for Christmas that you did get, and you're like, oh, this is so cool? Besides the Cabbage Patch doll.
I don't really remember anything in particular. I was a spoiled brat, so I kind of got everything.
Oh, what was the best thing you got as a child then?
A Barbie boat.
Oh, Barbie boat, huh?
You had a boat?
Yeah.
Wow.
She has everything.
She does have everything. She's a spoiled bitch.
Who, Barbie or Marie?
Both.
3 or 4.
Both.
Really your choice. I can't recall, to be honest, like a gift that I really wanted as a child. I just cannot. Nothing really comes to me. I mean, my parents mainly just bought. Here's a video game. All right, I'll play it. Yeah, like so. Don't recall much. If it wasn't clothes, it was video games. So
yeah, but one year Christmas wasn't that great. I don't know what it was. I don't know. My dad was out of work or something like that, and all I wanted was the next Superman comic book that came in the sequence. I think it was number 7 or 8 when it was re-released. That's all I wanted. And it cost $1.25. That's what I got, and I was happy.
So it was great. All right, that story didn't go the way I planned.
Something sadder.
I said no because we didn't have. I mean, my parents didn't have any money, so all they got me was like nobody else really got anything great either. But
I don't recall.
But you were happy.
But yeah, you got what you wanted.
Yeah,
the way he set it up was like it was going to end tragically.
Yeah.
No, I thought for sure that you were going to tell me.
No, they had to sell Lafayette in order to get my comic book.
I did. I was sex trafficked for a year.
We got them back 2.5 years later.
Accidentally sex trafficked back.
Found him in Mexico on top of a donkey painted like a zebra.
So, brought him home. Yeah, there you go. Good old Christmas. Good old Christmas time. All right, we'll take a break here in Nerds Talking the Podcast. We'll be right back after this.
Hello, Tom here from the DPA. Letting you know that we've started a criminal investigation division. That's right, the DPA is here for you. You wonder how? Well, have you ever been assaulted, robbed at gunpoint, murdered, raped, scammed for every dollar you have? The DPA is here to help. Did you happen to get a dick pic of this criminal? Well, we're here to help. At the DPA, the dickpicanalysis.com group, we can find out who this criminal was, their age, their sex, their race, their religion, where they're located at this moment, and how you can lock them up. That's right, upload the criminal's dick pic and we'll know where he's at with an 8% accuracy. That's right, 8% accuracy to catch this criminal. You've heard of DNA analysis and going back 30 plus years to convict someone. Well, this is all new technology. The DPA dickpicanalysis.com group now catches criminals. Just upload your dick pic, not your own. You don't want to be guilty, but the criminals, and we'll do the rest of the work. The DPA, here for you anytime.
The DPA is not responsible for wrong convictions. We've only used this analysis on our own junks, and 3 out of 5 of us are now on parole. So clearly it works. Just not sure which way. If you've taken a picture of a criminal's junk, we are impressed. Also, 2 of us think OJ is innocent. The DPA, dickpicanalysis.com. Not a real website. Nerds Talking Podcast. Now back to the show.
Welcome to Nerds Talking, the podcast. I'm here with Carlos, Johnny, Marie, and I'm Lafayette. Carlos wants to talk about a movie that's about a homicidal maniac trying to kill 2 individuals on Christmas. And he might be right. It's a comedy, though. And if you watch this movie back, a.k.a. Home Alone, we wouldn't be called a.k.a., I guess. But Home Alone, starring Macaulay Culkin, Danny DeVito, and I don't remember the third guy's name.
Did you say Danny DeVito?
Damn it. I mean, Joe Pesci. It would have been good with Danny DeVito, too, though. If you watch that movie back, there's about 3 or 4 times where each of the bad guys should be dead. It's like wouldn't survive any of what happens to them. Right. They'd be dead instantly. So, Carlos, what's your take on Home Alone? Since you thought it was more of a dark movie than a comedy.
Well, clearly that child needs help. I mean, if he really wanted to be saved or whatever, and even his parents are horrible too. Once they found out that he was missing, why didn't they call the local police in his town and go, hey, I left my child home alone.
Long distance phone call.
They didn't want to pay the charges. But apparently they were rich. And then he's home alone. He could have just easily called the cops too, and the whole thing would have been done. But no, he wanted to lure these 2 guys into his house and kill them. Try to kill them.
Wait.
Something is wrong with this child.
He didn't lure them into the house.
I thought they were trying to break in.
They broke into the house.
Yeah, they're burglar.
Right, but you think once, well, they were very smart either because they kept trying to get in for some.
Which I thought was
even
odd.
Trying to get in.
What do they want out of that house so badly? They kept trying to break in.
I'd have been like,
Kid.
if I was a burglar and I was like, oh shit, someone's home. Next house. Why would you even bother?
And it is true, though, like you said, he could have just called the cops. We would have been over in like 20 minutes.
Didn't he, though? Didn't he call the cops at one point and they just didn't show up, or like there wasn't?
I think they drive by or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then he like takes it into his own hands.
Maybe he doesn't know the phone number.
911.
Really? 911.
911, Murray?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
now
it's a forgettable number.
It's a forgettable number.
When you're drunk.
Yes, all the numbers. When you like nowadays, where you know none of your friends' phone numbers, that's the one you still forget. 911.
Well, when she calls, she's like 3, 4, 1.
Yeah.
Right? Is there 9 in there somewhere?
411. What's your emergency?
What's the number for 911? Come on, someone tell me.
Call 411 to get the number for 911.
Right. Johnny, what's your take on Home Alone? Is it a dangerous movie for kids to watch these days?
No.
The remake, yes, absolutely. It's garbage.
I was gonna say,
I didn't even see the remake.
The second one is probably he's more of a psychopath because they're not trying to break into his house. They're trying to break into an empty house, aren't they?
The house that's being like
in New
renovated.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah, because remember he's staying at the hotel, right, in New York. Isn't that what's going on?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And
He's at the Trump Hotel.
Donald Trump, yeah.
Yet he's like, it's so stupid. The fact those 2 burglars are there again, which is so stupid. And you're right. It's this house that's like looks like it's being renovated, or they're staying in, those 2 guys, and he like purposely goes to attack them. Like, what is he doing?
Oh no, they're trying to rob FAO Schwartz or something like that on Christmas Eve, and they're going to donate a bunch of money to the homeless shelter or the kids shelter, and the robbers are trying to break into FAO Schwartz, so he lures them away to the abandoned house and then calls the cops. I just remember the whole movie.
He doesn't call the cops. Okay,
Whatever.
He does
Tries
some
to kill him
crazy
again.
ass fucking booby traps that literally basically murders them.
Is he's trying to kill them or just stop them?
No, he wants to
trying to kill
them.
him.
He was trying to
He's trying to kill him like a I think there was an iron to the forehead or some shit like
that
that.
was part 1, yeah. Or was that part 2?
No,
part 1 he took a paint can to the head.
No, part 2 he took like a whole entire like a beam to the head. Like both of them were in there, something like that, and knocked them all the way to the second floor. They should have been dead.
Yeah, that's assault with a deadly weapon.
Well, if you're trying to break
if
you're trying to break into your house, if someone's trying to break into your house, you're probably, I don't know.
Good. You know what? That's good. You should be a lawyer. You should be a lawyer.
The 3, 4.
You know, I can
Thinking if I was a kid and someone was trying to break into my house and I was home alone, what would I do?
I don't know. What would you do?
Actually, that did happen, but
Wait, stop. Pause.
Whoa.
Pause.
That did happen.
What did you do?
And what did you do?
Yeah,
you
I called my mom because I thought
the
that
doorknob.
No, they broke in. I was upstairs. It was like summer vacation. I was upstairs and someone broke in through the window. There was someone walking on my stairs. I thought that, like, because my parents were at work, I thought that it was like someone that they knew and maybe they gave him the key and they were going to drop something off. And then when I went downstairs, I saw the broken window. So I called my mom and then my mom was like, "What? No, I'm coming home." And then I realized, like, oh my God, someone broke in when I was at home. I think it was in the 5th grade. But anyway.
Did she call the cops?
Yeah.
And then you never saw the person in the house.
No, I saw the person in the house, and then so we called the police. The guy actually was going door to door in the neighborhood and knocking on people's doors to see who was home. So, and then someone saw him park in our driver's like doorway or something like that. So they were able to they came over one day and had a bunch of pictures in a lineup, and I picked him up out of a lineup.
Oh, you're a hero, like Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. That's how Batman does his work too.
Yeah. No big deal.
Gordon shows up to Wayne Manor. Which one was it, Bruce?
I mean, I don't really see myself as a hero because I didn't really do anything. You know what I mean? Like,
heroes don't gotta do anything.
I didn't rehabilitate himself. I didn't save myself. Like he saved myself.
You know what?
What?
Jail. I don't know what's going on, but I'm trying to give you credit.
He's the hero? Is that what you're saying?
I mean, he didn't like kidnap me or rape me or steal anything. He saw me and then left. It could have gone so much worse.
I know, but the way you put it was so confusing.
You make it sound like he should be wearing the cape.
Like
I picked him out of the lineup because I thought he was getting.
I like how your take was. Yeah, your take was I didn't have to be rehabilitated. I'm fine. I mean, everything worked out.
PTSD.
Like, what? Okay, well, good, Marie. At least we have a story.
But anyway, so what I'm saying is, go back to Home Alone. As a kid, how do you know how to stop people breaking into your house? Like, I would be scared. I would probably hid. But this kid was creative.
Kevin learned from the movies. He was watching these gangster movies, and he tried to mimic them, and he just thought he could do it himself. And because he was kind of the Dennis the Menace type.
He learned not to eat a bunch of ice cream.
He knew the break-in was inevitable. Like these guys were coming back because he tried to lure him away, or he tried to make it seem like there were parties going on at the house. Remember that?
Yep.
And all that stuff. So he tried to deter him. So as far as like luring him in, I don't think he did any of that. But they were
when he sits at the top of the stairs. You guys done? Are you thirsty for more?
Yeah, but that's because
they
broke in the house. Like you're making it seem like the burglars are heroes too.
Yeah.
You and Marie, I swear to God, you guys your justice system's all flawed.
I mean, every time I walk by somebody selling drugs, I'm like, "Oh, you saved me, buddy. I didn't buy those." Like,
I just don't. I guess maybe as an adult, I see breaking into places as systematic, blah blah blah. So it's like, I don't know.
What the?
I don't want to.
Is that the legal term?
The cops.
You know what? I am telling you right now.
I use that in court.
What are you doing on Monday? Go sign up for law school.
No. Go teach law school.
Yeah, go teach law school.
Blah blah blah. Whatever.
Because criminals would never get
systematic. Blah blah blah.
I get what you're saying.
3, 4.
My brain doesn't work
while
I'm lying down.
Oh, it needs. Oh, really? Because it's all sloshy. It went sideways. And
no,
shit.
because it only sees in black and white. That's what.
Yeah.
It only sees black and white.
The right side of my brain is turned on, not the left side.
Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh.
I get it. So depending on what side you're laying on. Gotcha. Did anybody see Home Alone 3 or 4 or any of the other ones?
Wasn't the 4th one with like a different kid?
Well, 3 was a different kid too.
Oh, whatever.
Was it? I didn't see those then.
No, I didn't see
Wait,
those.
who saw the newest one though?
I saw like the opening scene. I'm like, this is stupid. This little fat British kid got left home alone while the rest of the family went to Japan for Christmas. Who goes to Japan for Christmas, for one?
Japanese
and for two, I don't blame them for leaving a little fat kid at home. They probably needed to buy 2 seats on the plane. Stay home.
Hey, that's fucked up.
The problem with those movies,
That's not cool.
Making those movies, it's you know what's good, you know what's coming. What's the point of watching them at this point? You know,
Money.
The first 2 were,
but it bombed big, even though it was on streaming. It was on Disney.
Yeah, it did bomb. Nobody watched it. The first 2 were massive.
Did anyone ever,
Did
anyone ever see that movie where they're like the kids are stuck in the airport? It's kind of the same thing, but it's like they're being chased in the airport, but it's the wind. No, not the weather is like shut down the airport.
That's Die Hard 2. Thank you for bringing that up.
That is Die Hard 2.
No.
Or it's the movie with Tom Hanks. I don't know which one we're talking about.
No, there's one with kids and they get locked in the airport and it's like security's trying to chase them and they keep, doing Home Alone stuff in the airport, but it's like with 4 or 5 different kids.
No.
It was the worst TSA ever.
Stranger Things in the Mall. What is that? But I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah,
I remember the kid from Bad Santa's in it. I remember that.
Like, so it's not that old then.
He's not a kid. That's a grown man.
But he was a kid at the time.
No, he was a grown man.
Oh, he's always been a
grown
man.
I was thinking he's a big kid.
Yeah, I've no. Oh, are you talking about the little black kid?
No. I don't get
it. He was a midget.
I know.
Oh
no. I'm thinking of I'm thinking of the kid from Role Models.
Webster?
Oh. Is it Role Models? No, what's the movie? It is Role Models, isn't it? Paul Rudd, he has to like take care of that, or he has to like be
Paul Rudd and Stifler.
Their mentors.
They're mentors, and he's mentored that little kid. Yeah.
McLovin is in it too.
McLovin's in it. Yeah, he's Paul Rudd's his mentor. Yeah. That's right. Anyway, Home Alone's a shit movie. I can't even watch it these days.
The first Home Alone?
None of them. Yeah.
Wait, Gremlins 1 is a Christmas movie.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
I mean, correct. Part 2 also takes place during the same time.
No, it doesn't.
All right, Marie, the movie you're thinking of is called Unaccompanied Minors.
Yes.
And I remember that in the theaters.
It was based on a true story, it says.
Oh.
Oh, well, there we go.
I don't know.
Unaccompanied minors. All right. Well, Merry Christmas. Any other Christmas classics you guys care to hitch your wagon to before we wrap it up here? Oh, don't do it. I see what he's doing already. You got somebody over here waiting to say his dumbass movie always says. And it's, no, don't do it. Leave it out. We don't want to hear it. Johnny, any Christmas classics you want to hitch your wagon to?
Elf.
Elf is
fantastic. It still holds up. Bob Newhart was great in it. I mean, yeah, just rewatching it still holds up even after all this time.
It's a good like a feel good movie,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie. It's funny, every time I watch that I see Zoe Deschanel and I'm like, I still can't believe that's her in this movie. Yeah, Elf's a good one. Marie, do you have a Christmas movie you like to watch that you enjoy?
No.
God damn it.
Oh, I didn't know Favreau directed that movie.
Oh yeah,
Jon Favreau. Yeah,
that's right. Good old Johnny Favreau. Carlos, give me another Christmas movie. Don't do it. Just give me something else. Just don't do it. Anything else but that garbage.
What movie?
Don't do it, Marie. Shut your mouth.
I need to know.
Listen to the podcast.
Need to know.
I'll let you know at the end.
Die Hard.
Give me a Christmas movie.
Is it really?
What's the name of the one with Kurt Russell we were talking about? The Netflix one.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
What Jingle All the Way? It's not Jingle All the Way. No, that's the Arnold Schwarzenegger movie.
Terrible.
No, what it's called though. It's really good. Kurt Russell plays Santa Claus.
Yeah, we knew the name last week.
We did know the name last week. Now we don't know the name anymore. Oh well.
But that one, I like that one a lot.
That is a good movie. That's a good one. All right. Well.
God damn it! It just popped up.
I'll tell you what movie I don't like.
The Hateful Eight. That's it.
The Hateful Eight. Yeah, that's it.
Is that a Christmas movie or is that just in
Christmas Chronicles?
Christmas Chronicles. There you go. One of the ones I hate is The Polar Express. I hate that.
I've never seen it.
Is that scary?
The Tom Hanks one?
That's the
Tom Hanks
CGI
one,
one,
yeah.
or the animated one, whatever it is.
I couldn't finish that one.
Yeah, it's so bad. How about the CGI Scrooge? You guys like that one?
Is that
I don't
isn't
think I've
that Jim
seen-
Carrey?
Oh,
Jim Carrey voices it. Yeah.
a good one then would be the animated The Grinch That Stole Christmas.
Oh, phenomenal. Yeah,
That's good.
phenomenal. All right. Well, there
I
we
mentioned I mentioned this last year, but
Yeah.
Claws on Netflix, excellent movie.
go. Claus is
the animated
flippin'
one.
Great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so
Yes,
good.
So good.
Yeah,
But
so
Mailman.
good. Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
Marie's gonna get one. She's googling it, so she's pulling list up. She's like, I don't
She's
like that
fucking
one. I
checking
didn't
her
see that
Instagram
one.
right now.
No, not that one either.
Oh, so Carlos,
Mhm.
IGN did a poll last
Mhm.
year, 23,000 IGN readers, and 78% of them decided Die Hard is a Christmas movie. 78%.
Yeah. Thank you.
that has
Thank
not
you.
that's no, it's not a Christmas movie. We've already been through this. It's not. Even Bruce Willis himself has said it's not a Christmas movie. So it's not a
He
Christmas
never
movie.
said that shit.
Look it
He's
up. He
never
did.
And
said
he's got
that.
like
Look it
he's
up.
got
Look it up.
alopecia or
No,
some shit
look-
like that, right?
look
So,
it
like,
up.
you don't know what he's talking about anyway.
Bruce Willis has said it's not a Christmas movie.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. He's losing
And he's
his
just-
mind
he
right
just
now.
see
See it
actor.
yesterday.
He's just the
lost his
actor in
mind.
it.
He's just the actor. The guy. He's
I
just
don't
the
know
guy.
shit.
This is
He
the
didn't
actor.
write it.
It was in Alan Rickman.
Based on
It was
a book.
actually
Got
Alan
paid
Rickman's
that.
story.
It's actually based on a book.
Alan Rickman wanted to detonate the building. That's all he wanted for Christmas. So someone took his detonators. All right.
Alan Rickman.
And all right, Marie, what did you find so far? Because you've been,
What about the night before?
Hans Gruber.
the night before.
Oh, yeah,
we
was-
talked about that.
Oh
one
yeah,
already,
that was disappointing.
that was disappointing. Yeah,
I love all the cast.
That's
just
right.
was
Yeah.
either wasn't well executed or wasn't well written. Just I didn't like it.
no, it was. You know why? Because when you see that cash, like this is gonna be good. And
Oh, yeah.
then it's a letdown.
Oh, it was a huge letdown.
Yeah,
What
that's just
about the second Batman with Michael
That is a
Keaton?
Christmas movie. Yes, Batman Returns.
Batman
I,
Returns.
I think I like that movie. I was really scared of Penguin because Danny DeVito and scariness, but Michelle Pfeiffer, she is an icon in that cat
That's the
suit.
best Catwoman. Yummy.
True
Weird.
story.
Yummy.
True story. It's just a true story.
True story.
True story. All right. Well, there we go. That's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in. Anything left, Carlos?
God, nothing.
All right. Johnny
Nope.
and Marie. Anything left?
No.
Well, then that's our show.
Oh, wait, I
Thanks
got
to-
something.
God damn it.
So with all the DC news, I am a little disappointed that Cavill's not going to be Superman again. But my favorite part of the Black Adam movie was the end, the post-credit scene. When Superman was there. Now, do you think that Black Adam is one and done? The Rock will no longer be Black Adam. I don't
Yeah,
even
they've already-
think they'll do another Black Adam.
They've kind of already said that.
When did they say that?
Well, so if you go on James Gunn Twitter, he's been active as hell answering people's questions. And he's already stated that everything that you've seen is basically now just defunct. It's in its own place on a bookshelf.
I mean, you just never
He's
know.
starting
though.
from
What
the
if-
beginning.
If they fire James Gunn, then they could
Like,
release whatever the hell they want.
Did you say fire
they're
James
not going
Gunn?
to fire James
Yeah.
Gunn. They made him CEO, man.
Fire James Gunn. They just hired
The
him.
guy's
Number
a
one.
good. The guy's a good filmmaker. I got to give him that.
Well, not just that, and he's already laid out his 10-year plan for them and said, "This is it. This is what's going to work. Stick."
But
the
I don't think he's
landing."
gonna. I don't see. Okay, I can see why he'll wipe out the Snyderverse stuff. I get that, but he's obviously keeping his Suicide Squad. He's because of he directed Suicide Squad and his Peacemaker series, and I don't see any reason to get rid of Shazam because he doesn't mix in with that at all.
No, it's horrible. It's not
Huh?
good. It's not good. He's not going to fit garbage into his new universe. I think that's how he looks at it. I'm not going to fit.
What is
garbage
wrong
into
with
it.
Shazam?
Oh, I thought you said Black Adam.
No.
Well, Shazam, I could see too, though, not using that either.
Why?
But then again, the producer of Shazam is Peter Safran, who is also in command
there you go.
with
Yeah, he's
James Gunn.
co-CEO.
He's the co-CEO of DC Films. Yeah. So there's that.
But what does this do for? What's Viola's last name? Viola
Davis.
Davis. Yeah, she's Waller. She's been Waller
I think she'd still be Waller because Waller was
Suicide Squad.
Waller, exactly.
BVS, I think. Yeah.
There's what people have to understand in the DC universe. There's different Earths, right? There's Earth 1, 2, 3, all the way to like 600, whatever the hell it is. So like we'd be Earth 1, and there's another version of us on Earth 7, and another version of us on Earth 42. Blah blah blah. They could easily just say everything you've already seen is Earth 16. The main Earth is this one that we're now giving you, the reboot. This is Earth whatever, and this is the one that matters. Those other guys, they're there, but you're not going to see them anymore. This is what you're going to see from now on, and that's how DC is, even in the comics.
But they need to do something with the Flash movie in order to move on. I think that's how they set the restart.
What are
the Flash
isn't
movie.
that guy having problems?
There's no way Ezra Miller's going to come back as Flash. There's no way Gunn is going to use him as Flash.
Well, again, I told you that they plan on only making those movies that come out next year, the 4 movies, only one's going to continue on to the James Gunn universe, and that's Blue Beetle. They said Aquaman 2 is the end of Aquaman. Shazam 2 is probably the end of Shazam, and so forth. And Flash sets up whatever they want, but those characters that are in Flash aren't going to move forward. It's going to set up whatever it is they're going to set up. And that's
that's why I think they have to do reshoots with this, like especially.
Oh, they are. Yeah, because the word is they already cut Cavill out of Flash.
But Affleck's in it as well.
Yeah. Affleck was also going to work with James Gunn. He's going to direct some of the movies in the new whole DC thing.
They didn't say that. They said they need to find them a project. They didn't say some
it's
project.
It's gonna be a DC film. It's gonna be a DC film.
Can I go?
Because he has said, James Gunn said he's called he's basically called Cavill, he called Affleck and so forth, and he's told him, hey, you're out of a job. You're gonna direct something, and you're gonna do this, and you're gonna do that, and blah blah blah. Johnny, what you take? That's good. I like it. All right. That's our show, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to Nerds Talking the Podcast. For Johnny.
See you.
For Carlos.
Bye-bye.
For Marie.
Bye.
And I'm Lafayette. See you next time on Nerds Talking the Podcast.